when the Molotovs are up, the decoys, the smokes. And we'll see whether Cloud9 will be executing straight away. Just to note, Astralis no diffuse gear, no utility whatsoever. Default pistols and armor across the board. Rubino to be challenged first. Like we said, he's a stand-in for this team. We'll see if he can step up here. Look for that first headshot, but he takes one to the face and goes down to 5 HP.
5 HP indeed. Tarek has to back away. Automatic gets the chance to get aggressive as a result of going top the train. Doesn't know which way to look, but he does find a kill on Rubino and immediately turns. He gets Zippix as well, in fact, in reverse order. Either way, it's Cloud9 with the pistol. Great start.
Very aggressive. That's what we wanted to see. That's what the analysts wanted to see. If they can play this fast brand of Counter-Strike, getting out there as a group, letting their star players like Tarek or Tzmat get in their faces, they should be onto a winner here. It's going to be a weakened Astralis defense, remember, and it's outside bomb sites where Cloud9 do most of their work, and they're showing us exactly what they can do with 5 kills coming in the space of about 6 seconds there. So very well played, and we will see a little bit of a partial buy here from the CTs. They get upgraded pistols, no armor to speak of. You can see they've got the Deagles, the PD-50s, the CZ for Glaive, a couple of smokes, but this is what a lot of teams are doing these days. And Kiabi, he's doing some things as well. He gets a nice headshot, takes down automatic, 5 on 4. Rubino feeling the heat towards Ivy. Good to extinguish the smoke though, and Zippix spots 2 towards inside and he'll fall back. Cloud9 still with the advantage. As you can see, they've got 1 rifle, the UMP, little MAC-10 there, and Skadoodle with the scouts. It's Kiabi to open things up, but can he do anything more? Glaive tries to get control of the Pop Dog area. Really much to do right now. Cloud9 is still 1 minute 10 on the clock. They've got only 1 smoke remaining, to be fair. So Glaive, that CZ, perfect range with this weapon. He holds back far enough to try and stop the totem pole come down. It will be Glaive to find 1, but Tarek will get the refrag, and Astralis maintain their advantage.
It's about one of the only times I've seen that drop work.
Well, it didn't really work, because they still...
Well, they got the trade, you're right. They didn't get a 1-0, but even still, usually because you kill the bottom player, the second player loses his aim, and you get 2 frags, which is nothing sometimes. So 1 for 1's not bad, I suppose. It gives them some map control with Pop Dog. Stewie's actually added to that, get a great kill out toward Ivy. Definitely taking this slow. 36 seconds left on the clock, despite the fact that they've got much manlier weaponry, as I would say. I still have the mask on, in case you're wondering.
Of course you have.
It's really hot. Stewie, he's going to continue to push on. Zippix has to back away. Kiabi's not going to peek. He's hoping that if they commit to the outer plant, he can surprise them from above. He's got the deagle to do so. The question is, can he spot the headshot? He's actually not even going to bother. He's going to wait for the post plant to give itself favorable. Tries to line it up. Glass will prohibits. And Doodle and Tarek will close out the round.
Not the force buy from Astralis. It looked like it was going to get uncomfortable there for Cloud9. They lose 2 frags, but Tarek steps up once again, takes his total to 5 kills, 0 deaths, and this should be the full eco for Astralis. As you said, they didn't really force buy, so they can probably bring out some PD-50s if they want to. That was that first shot from Kiabi, and the totem pole going down. Like you said, it did sort of work. They got a refrag there, but ultimately, it's still yet to see that really deliver. If the CT's waiting from the other side, it doesn't really seem like it works out too well. It's always a bit clumsy and awkward. Nothing purchased at all by Astralis here. 5 USPs, no armor, no nades, a chance of that MAC-10 in the hands of Stewie 2K to cause some damage. What is going on here? This is an interesting little stack.
This is almost like their B-pit stack on Overpass.
That's right.
Something a little different. Although they'll do that on a gun round, to be fair.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in some time. Well, they're sticking together. The snake. No speed. Looks frags. There will be 1. Zippix always seems to be on baited out in these strategies. They spot a few, and Zippix will take 1 frag. It looks like his days are numbered, though. His rush takes him down. 4 on 2, Rubino and Kiabi. In T-spawn, of course, just trying to get a cheeky exit frag, but it's very unlikely to get much done. If they get 1 kill, that'll be fine.
Rush. Pushes in. Aiming. Double shot down. Rubino and Kiabi. Lost in translation, trying to walk through A main. Astralis now, though, have weapons and an AWP for Dupree. Keep that in mind, by the way, that without Device, this is one of the storylines we've talked about. Without Device, Dupree's now the main opper, and it's been interesting.
Okay.
They played with Zonic, obviously, as far back as Oakland, when Device was actually late coming in. Then Dupree stayed on the rifle. They let Zonic off because they were going to just stick, basically, plug in and play Device back into his position. Ever since, he's been trying to move to the AWP. I think he did reasonable in Blast. Obviously, it was a bit more of a struggle at Pro League. Good shot from Stewie. He'll take down Glaive, and they'll swap back the AWP at the spawn for it, and he gets the kill.
Yeah, Stewie, a very proficient AWPer. I guess you could say he's the second AWPer of Cloud9. He's given that best spawn. He takes it, goes towards A main, and Glaive gets taken down. There's transition towards the Pop Dog area. It's a nice opening pick, and now Cloud9, they can wait for the reaction play after investing in the second round. You can see there is a difficult buy here. You can see Dupree without a helmet. Not a massive deal against the AKs, but it was a good little there. Totem Pole come in once again. It's going to be Rush and Stewie to drop down together. The idea is to give the CDs 2 targets. They messed it up, but it's fine. They'll get away with it. No one was there. As they hit the ladder, it's going to be a lot of flashbangs coming through, and Dupree hits his first AWP shot of the game. Takes out Stewie, brings it to a 4-on-3 now, as Rubino finds a frag in return. Lots of trade potential here. Rush trying to do what he can, smoke towards the connector, and Kiabi, he has to be the star player here. If he can find this frag, he should secure the round.
Smoke down. Alleyway. Tarek walks in. Kiabi covered off. It's Dupree that's going to watch out with the AWP. Tarek's still in the corner. He knows he's there. He knows he's there. He splashed off. Has to get around the box. Awkward movement, but somehow gets there in the end.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, he and Xyp9x are all that remain. Xyp9x is very good in these situations. We know that.
Yeah.
But he's got a long task ahead of him. Spots Tarek. He's already covered that to draw the attention from his left. He knows he can't take a step forward, and Tarek takes him down with a CZ.
Well, without the kits, this is always going to be a little bit problematic for him now. Dupree desperately holds on to his AWP. Tarek at low HP can afford to go for this one, knowing that the HP isn't really a factor, but he gets his head blown off. Dupree desperately trying to stay alive at this point. He'll drop the smoke. Things getting uncomfortable as he hits the USP shop. Rush will go down. It looks like Dupree will keep his AWP in hand. Skadoodle can't really risk losing his own. So there we have it. Will be 4-0 for Cloud9, but it was an expensive round. Didn't have to be. Dupree survives. Good intelligent usage of the smoke there towards the end. Spamming with that USP. Sure, they win the round, but Astralis, they can justify a partial buy here. The 4th stage loss bonus. That's the opening pick from Stewie, just to know we didn't quite catch at the very start, but it was all spawn dependent. Dupree gets one back, but really yet to see him strike Tarek with the clumsy sort of AK crouch spray, but it all counts and manages to recover with that CZ in hand. So a little partial buy here from the Danes. The saved AWP, Deagle, CZs. No real utility. They got one smoke and a flashbang, that's about it. Dupree has to go absolutely wild here as we push towards lower ramp. 4 players towards outside. Xyp9x, of course, by himself in her.
Pop flash, the old school tactic. Or just Molotov. A little festive party. Automatic walking back in. He's just cautious of his position. He's alone to cover off Amy, and they still have 2 head toward Ivy as well. So very standard default. Haven't gotten control of Brown Halls, and there is a bit of a presence there from Xyp9x. Look at this double push from Rubino and Glaive. Automatic might be in a recipe for disaster. Flashes out this thing too deep and walks in. Not even one. Down he goes. AK-47 at the leisure of the CTs.
No trade potential there, Automatic. Need to be careful in those sort of plays. By himself, he gives up the AK-47. He knows they saved the AWP as well. He needs to work together. I think an execution is the right call in these sort of rounds. You need to be trying to lock the AWP out, drop the smokes, go out as a unit, ascertain where the AWP is. Going into choke points one by one like that is always going to cause disaster. But Rush doing a good job recovering that. Takes down Glaive. That's one of the players with the AK-47. If he finds Rubino at the same time, oh, that's a nice shot. They should be absolutely fine. Now it's up to Kiabi once again with that Desert Eagle, causing a bit of damage here, but shouldn't get much more than that. He'll be down towards Olaf, and now he's just buying time to Dupree, which is actually working out quite nicely for him. 3-on-2. This round starting to fall apart for Cloud9 here, but 2-on-2. Dupree still with the AWP, 5 kills so far. Can he find any more?
On plant inside of the smoke. Skadoodle trying to watch his backside, and rightfully so, because there's activity behind him. It's Dupree to go down. Good find from the AWP. Xyp9x is left again in a 1 versus 2, and Skadoodle knows what to do.
There we go, 5-0. Money. It's pretty strong with Cloud9. Could be a lot better, but double AWP setup will come up right now. Rubino with the secondary AWP. 1 kill so far. We'll see if he can step up here. They have 1 diffuse kit, limited utility. As you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, they have the smokes, but they don't exactly have HEs, flashbangs. They're still clutching at straws somewhat. 1 diffuse kit to work with. That's in the back pocket of Glaive. So here we go. What's the play from Cloud9? They can definitely dictate the pace at this point. They know they haven't really given much away at all here. Flashbangs out. Is that going to mean a fast play towards outside? It is indeed. This is what they do best. It's what the analysts wanted to see. And will they get what they want as Rush tries to open things up?
Oh! Toward the control room, and he nails Glaive as well. Great opening, Cloud9 once again. Astralis continues to struggle. Kiabi only gets 1 before he does go down. It is hot in Mexico. Skadoodle burns Kiabi. Rubino gets 1. Xyp9x to try and work back behind the train. Stewie's already in that position, so the AK wins out, and Rubino with the second AWP. There's 2 of them on a retake.
Yeah, not ideal. They might seem like the most powerful weapons in the game. In some instances they are. Not on a retake with the bomb down, your low HP as well with no kits. This is actually kind of awkward. He might be considering just saving the double AWPs. As you can see, that is hoping for a mistake to be made. And now that'll be the end of the round. 6-0 Cloud9. That's what we wanted to see. Get out there, stay as a unit, simple, and manage to just find and hit those shots. Rush with that glorious entry towards heaven at that point. That was really nice to watch. as he completely cracked open the A site. The Orbs can't do nothing on the retaker. That's the worst thing about the double Orb setup. Sure, if you're hitting the shots and you're getting the opening frags, it's amazing. Really should hit this as well, maybe not though. Stewie a little bit too sharp today. 2 versus 1. And Dupree, unfortunately, all he can do this time is hold on to the sniper rifle once again. Maximum loss bonus though. They keep the Orb alive. They can definitely keep partially buying around these. It's Rush, that first shot. Never seen anything like it. 1 bullet, bang.
Never seen any. You've seen something
I've
like
seen
this.
some.
Come on. You've seen me play.
I'm being sensational, but you know, it's they're trying to build the narratives.
A sensationalist, Henry G. Henry.
Oh, where's he going with this?
I don't know. I was trying to think of something Mexican that starts with G, and I can't think of anything other than tequila. Someone's giving me water with ice in the bottle of water. Like, who is responsible for this? That's an amazing decision. I like it.
How have they done that?
They've put it in a freezer, Henry, and then it slowly melts and turns back into water. Oh my God, science is amazing.
What a luxury this is. They've really...
I've never seen the freezing of water before. Yeah. My God.
Wow. That's a first. Other tournament organizers, pay attention. That's what we want to see. Ice cold water. As we get to Dupree, another chance for him to find the opening.
Did you know that a solid liquid can also be a gas?
No way.
Oh, well, I'll show you gas.
Oh, God.
Dupree.
Oof, hitting some shots.
Right, he was moving away. Automatic certainly is. So is Dupree, though. Good find with Rush. Finally, they respond with maybe not the first pick, but a stabilizing kill. Unfortunately, he misses a very important and integral pick immediately thereafter, and they're already inside of the B site. Good find. Rubino's at it in. Skadoodle down, and Dupree still has position, but he's missing the easy ones.
That was the one. He hits 2 amazing shots, and then the one you think, well, he's definitely got that. It all falls apart. Another clutch. Deagles against the AK-47s. Rubino and Kiabi with a minute remaining. The bomb presumably will go down momentarily. Still a little bit in an awkward position. They have just flashbangs to pick up here. So, can Cloud9 overcome the Deagles here? You feel like this is the sort of round Astralis would win. We'll see what they can do here. It's Kiabi and Rubino. Kiabi's had some amazing highlight clips of the Deagle on this particular map, and as I say that, he hits another great headshot. Nice work. Up to automatic now. Definitely one of the better fraggers in Cloud9. Hits that, and now can't do it. Kiabi, another great moment for him on train on the inside bomb site. Headshots are plenty, and he'll find the first round for Astralis. I thought of what you can call me in Spanish, if you like. Enrique is the Spanish word for Henry.
Oh, so Enrique Iglesias.
If you want to call me that, that's fine. That works.
Enrique Iglesias.
And Kiabi does it again.
And again.
And again and again. There we go. The little panda, the lip panda, you've just won 2,000 faceit points.
What? Wow.
What is this?
How do I get these?
Well, you have to enter you have to subscribe, hit the bell, I think.
Hit the bell. Bring!
And then attach it to your faceit account, I assume.
That's probably true. That's probably what I haven't done, is attached to my faceit account. It's a shot down from Stewie. Tarek was there with him. They're going to go for the run boost, sending Rush rushing across.
Rubino didn't spot that. He didn't see his crosshair flick at all.
You're right.
He would have twitched somewhat if he spotted the feet. So it doesn't really matter. It's not a huge deal. It's not like he has snuck past and he has no idea. It's just he didn't spot that run boost. It was done perfectly.
Maybe he's very stoic. Maybe he spotted it and didn't flick.
But it's accepted. I'm not going to hit that shot. So I won't even react.
I'm just messing with you. You're probably right. It doesn't matter because it's smoked off now anyway. So anything could happen behind the conceal of the smoke. Glaive still waiting toward the bottom of Pop Dog. But 6-1 Cloud9 is a remarkable start.
It's not bad. They've got their first pick. It's Stewie. Oh, the heavy hitters. That's why I say I think pound for pound against this Astralis or Rubino, they've got more fragging potential here, especially on train. I feel like this is where they do their best work. If they turn up as a unit, the likes of Tarek, Stewie and automatic and get going, and Rush seems to be hitting the shots he has been so far. We could be onto something, but an oversight there. This is all going to fall apart. Glaive gifted 2 kills there. Cloud9, synergy not quite there, I'm afraid. The timings are off, and they're not really focusing on Pop Dog whatsoever. When his teammates are going out, Tarek should be challenging Pop Dog, so that can't happen. They're not even looking at it. Still a winnable situation, I'll give them that. 4 versus 3, the Orb of Skadoodle. We haven't really seen him go ham yet. Let's see whether he can step up as Runa comes in from Ivy with the AWP.
Rush, good shot. Oh my goodness, he's fantastic from the sandwich position. He is the meat in your sandwich, because what a shot over the back of the train that was. Zipix gets down automatic, but Rubino takes Rush back immediately with an AWP. Still staring. Skadoodle toward the bottom of Pop Dog, and this is going to be a win from Astralis. Good find, good clutch, good take back of the site, good defuse, and a good victory to give them another round.
Not bad at all. Astralis making that double up really work for them now. It's a couple of rounds in a row. They are bleeding out Cloud9. As you can see, you'd expect them to have more money than this. That's the old Totem actually working out very nicely there. But Glaive, he gets the job done. Takes down Tarek and Stewie. The in-game lead of Astralis stepping up. So it looks like we'll have the first league of Cloud9. Like I said, sure, they won 6 rounds in a row, but all the rounds were quite close. You saw them actually chasing for the frags and losing 2 or 3 players each time, unable to close things down. Now Astralis have to stabilize. They could actually end up winning this half now. Deagles, 1 PT50, Stewie with armor. They have 1 flashbang to work with here. Made to the face, the automatic goes down to 50 HP. Dupree to open things up, and that should be the round. It's pretty unlikely to get a bomb plant down with this sort of buy, unless Glaive is caught reloading by Elox. Luckily, Kiabi's there to save him, and it'll be a 5-on-3. Like we said, if the bomb goes down here, that'll be a success in its own right, but I don't think that'll be happening.
Rush inside of the smoke. He'll wait with the Deagle. Just the pistols. Finally, Astralis with a lifeline back into the game. They'll do what they can. Tries to get the shot. Dupree's got one. He's walked in. Nearly gets the headshot as well. Tarek does open up at least one. He's trying his best to shoulder peek and shoulder go down. Astralis will get the kill. Rubino the one to do so. Great round, Rubino. He's going to need one of those. Actually, only got 1 kill that round. What am I saying? I thought he got 2.
It's okay.
But he still needs to build up some kills. He's got 7. He actually is second on the team behind just Dupree, and he's doing it on the double up, so that's acceptable. We can be excited about that.
Oh, Ricky just won 2,000 Facebook points. I think if you just type ! drop in the chat, I think that's how it works.
Oh. Well, hang on. I'll do that.
No, it doesn't. I just wanted to know. It's cause chaos.
Oh.
You know, it's it just made them into doing whatever they want in the chat. Another full buy here. AK-47s, no AWP for Skadoodle just to know. He's still a decent rifler. Supposed to be deployed at the very start, but no first move made by Cloud9 just yet. So Zipex baited in by his teammates there. He'll hug himself in the corner. Oof, if Tarek committed to that, he could have had a chance at least 1 frag. It's a good flashbang. We'll fall back. They're limited here. Looks like an outside execution will be coming in momentarily as they line up some smokes. Need to be very careful. That inside push is a real threat, as you can see it coming right now. Zipex is probably going to hear the smoke's being thrown. He's going to get double spray down here. Almost certainly doesn't commit to it, but he does get the frag. The trade should be coming through with Tarek there. Kiabi, though, comes out on top, and he has the bomb.
Has the bomb, baby. That's pretty good. You're right. It wasn't quite the double spray because they didn't go quickly. They went concisely and slowly, and the trade was applicable, but it is the lead and the bomb for Astralis. Kiabi smoked it off as well. He's going to try and watch above the railing for anyone trying to walk down and catch him off. Does lose vision ever so slightly of the bomb. However, I would think that just having it to the right, it may still show on his radar in that situation. Either way, now that they have Brown Hall corner covered off, he's going to rotate around. If they can get the kill towards Sandwich, the round will be won, but Automatic can still actually open this back up as he continues to slip into the site. Undetected, he finds Glaive. That's going to create a lot of space as they have recovered the bomb. Player watching Brown Halls couldn't do anything of it. Automatic's going to save this altogether. He finds Kirby as well, and Rush gets Rubino. Perhaps they should have babysat the bomb with better affection.
Well, there we go. It was Automatic getting it all done, and Rush hits another glorious headshot there. They had the advantage, they had the bomb, and it all comes crumbling down. The double AWP setup once again can't retake the bomb site. 7-3, Cloud9 recover. Remember, that was the round when they didn't have the AWP in the hands of Skadoodle. Here's the AK. It doesn't find a frag, but they still get the job done. Focusing towards outside, and it will be 3, presumably going down here. 3 rounds in a row for Astralis, but Cloud9 stop the 4th. There's Rush on your screen right now. One of the latest additions to the roster. Have a look at the money. Not ideal. They do have enough for a buy here. You got Zipex on 7k, Dupree 5. So there'll be a couple of compromises there, but overall it's still relatively strong. They won't have that double AWP once again, but you can see, well, I can see at least. You'll see momentarily after Rush shows us another headshot. There's going to be Zipex, Kiabi have almost no nades. Dupree, same story. He's got the AWP. They've got 1 kit, so this will be a real do or die round for Astralis. If they don't pick this one up, they're almost certainly going to eco.
Skadoodle and Rush to watch off the Brown Halls and take the occupation for Cloud El Nino, as we say in the Mexican fighting pits.
True.
Stewie's gonna work up behind the server. Did you know that we get all-inclusive service here, speaking of the server?
Yes, we do.
We just snap our fingers.
After 3 days of being out.
I get a pina colada just like that.
I do like the pina colada. I wasn't a fan of it before coming here.
Do you
It's
like
a nice,
pina
milky,
coladas?
creamy treat. Jason's a big fan of it as well.
Ah, I know he likes the song. That's why he likes to sing it as he eats them, drinks them. Whatever he does with them. I had a few of those today. I had a strawberry daiquiri as well. All of the sugar.
It's lovely.
Where he backs off, tries to make contact out toward Ivy. He's tagged down to 74. Rush and Tarek gonna go for the double drop as soon as the flames are extinguished. Here we go. No one down there. I tried.
It is quite cool, but I guess either way, you're almost guaranteed a trade. I guess unless you're up against Fur, he just stands up, moving, and wrecks you.
That's true. Fur's amazing. Dupree gets one. Followed up. Rubino's going to get the second kill. Knows there's a second behind the E-Box as well, but can't get the shot. It's Tarek immediately to pull him back, and that's going to allow Dupree to get the response, but it's automatic again, who seems to create so much space on Train. Every time he gets deep, but oh my goodness, Gabby, you paid off the patience. He's done massive damage to Skadoodle as well. He's on 6. He'll get him with the pistol, and they'll get the defuse. It goes 7-4. Astralis are in this game.
Definitely are. That's a big reset for Cloud9. Sure, they get the bomb down here, but the money's still going to be tight going into the next round. 3 players survive for Astralis, including which are 2 AWPs, as you can see. After the money comes through, they can buy into this. It won't be great. They've got about just under 4K per player on average. Rush with a little bit more, 5,400. So maybe a chance for timeout here. I'd be calling one at this point. Here's Dupree getting it done. Flashes of shots, but they all count. And it's going to be Kiabi through the smoke. They didn't find it with the M4, but he finishes things off with the USP. Looks like just a partial buy here for Cloud9 as they bring out the CZs, PT50s, Deagles, and that's about it. They got a few smokes to work with. Usually you want to do a set piece on these rounds. Traditionally towards the inside bomb site. It's close range. You got a chance of trade potential with Zipex. I'll try and shut that down and not even let them throw a smoke here as he pushes towards that upper ramp. He'll fire all the shots. He's got the A game, meaning he can take more audacious picks at the very start of each round. Here will be an outside executioner, knowing that Zipex has got full control of the area. Smoke towards outside. Objective number 1, get the bomb down and see what he can do after that. Glaive, as you can see, right at the bomb train. He'll try and deny that the best he can as he gets boosted up here. This could be everything.
He's waiting until he gets his vision back. Found the bomb, but only gets one oink kill before automatic. Opti takes him back down. Russian. I called him Russian. His name's Rush. He's not Russian. He backs off, gets the shot at Kiabi. Skadoodle could find as well. Pistol's making this work. He's going to babysit. Bomb goes wide. Zip gets the kill in return. It puts them back into the favorable situation against Rush, who goes down. Rubino with the kill.
And he had 5 bullets in the CZ there. Defusing the bomb without a kit, as you can see.
Without a paddle.
5 seconds.
Remember the last time that happened on Train? And this guy named Guardian pulled out a knife.
I don't remember
ran
that.
valiantly.
No.
Oh, it's okay, me neither.
When did that happen?
2028 at the Winter Olympics.
Oh, the Winter Olympics. No, that was quite good. That was definitely a highlight of the year, I think. I think that's probably up there.
It's definitely up there.
In terms of historic moments. Maybe we'll get a couple more of this event to close out the year. This is the final event of 2017. Pretty nice way to finish things off. I think all the teams are very happy to be here. As we go into round number 13 here. All about once again for Skadoodle. Hasn't had the most electrifying game. We'd call him out at the start saying Train is his stomping grounds where he does most of the damage, most of the clutches, most of the crazy flick shots, and no scopes will come through, but I haven't really seen much at all. So we'll continue to follow him as we get deeper into this game. 7-5, and Dupree, as we said, likes to go a little bit more aggressive. 11 kills so far, top fragging. Always seems to be doing a good job with the AWP these days.
Duper is going to go aggressive, and that's too easy. Rush just walks into it. He was not in a rush. In fact, he was steadily walking as if though on the beach in Mexico, looking at the women and drinking pina coladas.
He loves them.
Does he?
I don't know. Might not even drink.
It's a good point. We don't know that, do we? Well, Stewie 2K He could win 2K face-it points.
They've definitely slowed down Cloud9, haven't
Oh,
they?
100%.
They kick
been
things
put on
off
the ropes.
with the 5-0, the rushing outside, and all of a sudden they stop it for some reason. You can see this is where they get picked apart. They're not good at default round.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
they're not very. Oh, there we go. There's Group B for you.
Look at the ops.
Yeah, well, this. I don't know why they stopped the pace. It was going so well. You were wrecking them, getting their grills. Like everyone always says about this team, the analysts as well. It's like that's when they do their best work, is when they stay in the 5-man unit, some basic smokes, get out there as a group. As soon as they go to defaults and just face angles by themselves, one by one, they get completely torn apart. Why are they not taking a timeout here? Why is the coach not stepping in?
Unbelievable.
6-0, and then they just, as soon as they slow things down and go to defaults, they just look distinctly average once again. Oh, that's another round timed out. Tarek will not get no cash, but he does save the AK and armor. While Sponer is starting to accumulate once again. We're at 4th stage right now. Well, 3rd stage, I believe, actually. There's the shots from Dupree. He didn't have to work too hard. Nice shot, sure, but not like he had to do anything too special. Around the 14. Not going to be forcing into it, it seems. I think we've one upgraded pistol. That's a PG-50. One for automatic as well. They get some armor. Definitely a partial buy. Smokes outside. I think they're going to rush towards Ivy and go backtracks here. That would make sense if the smokes are deploying at this point. 4 players there with the bomb, but Rubino ready and waiting. Better dodge a flash quite easily. And hit the first shot. And so it's the Orbs again, isn't it?
The ops are sick. This is wicked. This double up. He hits the shot as well. Knows that he's hitting and goes for the pistol. Take down automatic and glaive. We'll get it. Stewie for him, so he'll stay alive. Everyone's going to stay alive on Cloud9. It's just skadoodle. And he'll get one at range. That's fair enough. Bye-bye, Chiarbi. But 7-7. I'm surprised Astralis pulled this back. I didn't think they were going to. Genuinely didn't think that they were going to be in this game based on how this started. You're right. The pace from Cloud9 was great. It was encouraging. Now we find ourselves at the last round of the first half, round 15, and it's 7-7, and I honestly think Astralis looked the better team as of late.
Yep, absolutely. Cloud9 have dropped off. It's going to be the final round of the first half. They bring in a scout, 4 AK-47s, some smokes, some flashbangs, and that's about it. I don't think the scout will get to do much against the AWP potential of Astralis. It's working out quite nicely for them. Smokes at the very start. Are they going to go fast once again? The smokes deployed suggest yes. Just taking away some of the AWP angles, and they are going to be very much quicker. This is better. You can see them getting close to the bomb site. First kill will come in. Stewie shoves the barrel down Glaive's throat, and it's a bit of a fake. They go towards inside here. There's no smokes toward lower round. Gives Zipex a chance as he throws the flashbang here, but a way for his teammates to rotate through. This is a much better call from Cloud9. Dropping those smokes, getting all the attention. Get a trade outside. Sure, it's only 1-for-1, but that's absolutely fine. Now they have full control of the inside bomb site with Tarek. Looking to get flashed with that smoke any second now. We'll see if that comes through as we rush and throws the flashbang when he hears a footstep. Here it comes.
This double up setup becomes a bit of a problem.
Watch Tarek.
Tarek's going to try. Smoke dissipates though, so actually holds position, times it, but Chiarbi's got the angle. Now the double up may not be as much of a problem because the 2 rifles can still make ground. Automatic is sitting in a peculiar position, trying to catch the lock. Consider above him. Look at Astralis go.
They've got the kids.
That's no Mexican standoff, Henry. That's just a brawl.
That's just a straight up reckoning, I think we would call that. Well, there we go. 3 players will survive. 8-7 after being 6-0 down. Cloud9 crumble towards the end of the half. They slowed down the pace completely. They lost their confidence. I think it was Astralis. They wanted Deagles. That's how they got their first run on the board, right? It was Chiarbi inside with the Desert Eagle. They had full control of this game. They lose against the Deagle, and it rattles their confidence. We'll go into the second half straight away. No pauses here. And we'll have a look as to whether Astralis give anything away with the buy if we can work out what they'll be doing. They've got a couple of smokes, they've got flashbangs, 3 sets of armor, 1 upgraded pistol as well. Glaive with that P250. It's becoming a lot more prevalent in T-side pistols these days. Has a lot more range and 1-tap potential than the Glock, and they'll go towards inside by the looks of things. Don't have to commit towards that area. You can obviously smoke from Pop Dog towards outer as well. But a lot of teams would like to focus towards the B-bomb site as you're almost guaranteed a trade and a plant at least, even if you don't win the round. It's good at all with the defuse kit. He's got the smoke as well for maybe some defuse antics going on. You never know. And all 5 players towards the brown horse right now. They haven't got any control of Ivy or main entrance, so you can't really fall back. You don't know what's behind you. They have to commit within the next maybe 10 seconds here. Even before that, smokes will be deployed. They've got 1 flashbang to get them in, and they'll go down the lower ramp, and Zipex throws the final flash in. They go down the lower ramp. It's up to Stewie to try and defend.
Hand Skadoodle, mind you, he's there, but he's behind the smoke, has to back off. Stewie's got the same problem. Tries to elevate. Skadoodle's actually found the shot. Look at Stewie. Clothesline Dupree. Red Rover, get back. Kirby tries to walk back in. Stewie finds the kill in response. He did get Tarek immediately beforehand, but watch for the fact that Zipix and Glaive in the back of the site. Good flash, good peek, no kill. Subsequently, though, Zipix has got one. The angle is still favorable, but unfortunately, they'll lose out on the duels, and Cloud9's going to tie up the game. 8-8.
Well, there we go. And we'll be Cloud9 with both pistols in this game. They got the 3-0, or the 6-0, I'm going to look at it that way, in the first half. Can they do the same thing here in the second? It was Stewie getting a nice little shot there as he faces towards the bomb train itself. Automatic to close things out here with the final couple of frags. Nice work. We're all square. And with the bomb going down, Astralis will bring out AK-47 to the next round. The longest plant to get an extra $800 per player. And you avoid an eco on the third round and go all out. But you do have to take a pretty much full eco here. The Glocks, the PD-50s. No armor, no nades. Just try and get the bomb down again. All the teams once more will head towards the side once again. Try and get a trade with the objective purely to get that bomb planted.
Tarek waiting. Bottom of the old puppy dog. He'll wait it out with the rifle, so he'll have the advantage if they want to drop down. Flashbang could wreck him, but they don't have one, so they won't. Just to let you know, in case you want to get your hopes built up and then have them broken and dashed, just like everyone else's on Christmas when they find out Santa's not real.
Wait, what?
Nothing, carry on. I didn't say anything.
Glocks towards inside, like I said, he's trying to get the trade. If Stewie can find 2 or 3, he'll probably deny that. If he only gets 1 or 2, he might get a plant. They decide to fall back here. Smoke's out of position. They're just going to try and drop down and challenge Tarek, and they're just getting information as to whether he's there. Take some damage for it, but they know, well, there's a Famus waiting for us at the bottom of that ladder. Probably not worth it. Skadoodle. Scout in hand at the upper ramp.
Automatic looking for the angle. As his decoy detonates. They'll all head back that direction, so 8-8, and there's been not a lot of activity with
really
27 seconds left.
Round out, aren't they?
Yeah, this is remarkable.
I couldn't be bothered with this. Just get it over
No,
with.
Exactly, get it over with. Just like, what are you hoping to achieve? Just get the round done with and get on to the gun rounds. Exactly, get a bomb plant down, so we're not sure what the wait was for, unless they were discussing the next round.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You'll be discussing. We haven't seen a single pause yet, which is interesting.
I thought we saw one.
Nope, I don't think so.
I thought we were talking about solids and gases at that point.
I think that was just us talking when the gameplay was going on.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I can't distinguish anymore. It's all a blur.
Well, here we go. After getting the bomb down, Stars can bring out the AKs as they lose the lead. 5 AKs, smokes, 1 Molotov, a couple of flashes. Up against the weaker weaponry, of course. A chance for Cloud9 to really get established in the map. They can hold this one off. And it'll be aggressive play from Tarek, by the looks of things. Or automatic, I should say. The flashback's perfect, but the aim is not. He'll get 1, but they'll recover quite quickly and take him down.
Rush. Tarek to rush, not quite, but take over A main nonetheless. Takes down Kirby, good find.
These are the kind of plays you want to be making on these sort of rounds. Knowing the AKs is coming out, you're up against the ropes in terms of the firepower. Let's get in their faces. Let's flash them. Let's give them the surprising tactics as you go towards Ivy. You get a trade, put yours main entrance, and Tarek gives them the advantage. Now, 4 versus 3. We still have 3 smokes available for Astralis here, so not over just yet, but that frag, oof, 1 step closer to it. 1 minute remaining, and Rush now not going to spot that towards Olof, and he'll be taken down by Dupree. Now to 2 versus 2.
Ska gonna wait with the scout. No one's gonna walk through the smoke, which is covered off. A passage to hell, but they won't take it. The devil opens the door, go through the window. So they'll head back to B. I just made up that quote. I don't know what it means, but it sounds prophecal, and I'm into it.
Just rushing down lower. This is brave. He'll spot 1, and he'll hit the shot. That's the correct target. The low HP of Dupree will go down, and Rubino desperately trying to plant. Stewie's going to say no to that. The bomb will come through. Fair play to him, but the round will not. Nice defuse coming in with the kip. As you can see, demonstrated at the top of your screen will be Cloud9 to win the round. Like I said, both pistols, and now the 3-0 once again coming in their favour. This has to be the eco now for Astralis. Lost bonus getting to the 3rd stage with the bomb down. Still not quite enough to buy. They can bring up the Eagles. That's about it. But Cloud9 back in the driving seat after a really disappointing end to the first half. We're going to round number 19 now. Here we go.
Round number 19. It's a good number. Slim. I'll just leave it there. Kiarbi inside of the hall. Xyp9x and Glaive along with him. They'll get the brown holes essentially for free, but back down to just the pistols. Cloud9 winning the integral rounds, some might say. They won the first half of the first half. We'll see if they can win the first half of the second half, and maybe the second half of the second half to win the entirety of the 4 halves and the game.
The 4 halves.
Xyp9x with the CZ in hand will be the one to enter from high and drop down into the site. They do have both Skadoodle and Stewie inside of the site with a rotation available somewhat quickly from Tarek. He's not quite inside of Z Connector, he's actually just about by control.
Well, here we go. It's just Eagles. This is a bit of a Mexican standoff now.
It is.
Waiting on the either side, knowing what's coming. Waiting for the bell to ring. Is that how it works? The bell will get ring? Something happens.
Bring! Yes, ring the bell. Press that subscribe button.
As you can see, Rubino's on the other side of the map. He'll be trying to sell something
Actually,
that apparently they're buying. Yeah, an automatic will take a hook, line, and sinker, and they'll go towards inside. Hasn't forced a rotation. Also, Stewie seems very aware this could be happening.
He's got aggressive as well. He's behind the tree, behind the smoke. Wrap around it. It's Xyp9x to get shot down. That'll allow him to drop in with the bomb and potentially get a plant. Dupree, AK picked up, has done well, but they line up. Tarek takes them back. He still has 2 to find. And alone to do so. Rubino's on 7. He'll babysit bomb. It's the rotation from Kiarbi. Or, excuse me, from Rubino. I was wrong. Excuse me, Kiarbi's the one on the bomb. I thought Rubino, he was the one toward Ivy. You're right. So he's the one that has to rotate around with 7 HP. He's trying to flank it out, but Tarek's gotten away from him. He'll tap the bomb. That'll draw. Oh, Kiarbi, but he doesn't know where. Kiarbi's sailing bomb train, and Rubino's gotten into position. So the late lurk does pay off, despite not selling, as you say, a rotation. He did well to get the opening pick there and follows it up with winning the round.
He might not sell the fake, but the fact he gets a kill and stays alive and just keeps applying pressure in the sense that they know he's going to be backstabbing at some point is always going to be quite a scary factor. He wins out the 1 versus 1, so a perfect round there for Rubino, I'm sure. We'll have a look at the first Eagle shot momentarily. But now we have full buys on either side. Double AWP set up for Cloud9. Well, the same story for Astralis, and it's going to have Dupree on the AWP this time. Tarek down to just a UMP and automatic on a CZ. So instead of dropping weapons for teammates, they've opted for the sniper rifle plays. It's fast. Round comes through from Kiarbi and Co. Go for the first pick here. The spray's not as crisp as you'd like, but he gets the shot. Dupree, same story for him. Skadoodle can do nothing about it.
Wow.
And Astralis dish out a taste of Cloud9's medicine. And boy, is it bitter. As a clean sweep comes in, the fast play towards outside. Nothing the defense can do. Not a single kill found.
That's a spicy, spicy meatball.
It is.
What a round. That was sick. They just ran in.
As you would say.
Ay caramba. Someone said Henry Guacamole.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I like that.
It's pretty good.
I like guacamole.
Wow.
That was an incredible round. 5 players stay alive, dominating the outside side. Cloud9, no answer. 10-10. What a close game to start off the group. Keep in mind, FaZe Liquid come up next, and then we have the winner of each of those games immediately after.
Yeah, 3 best of 1s. Nice little quiet way to kick it all off.
I gotta take off this mask now.
Yeah, I can see the sweat dripping off you. The smell is quite potent as well.
Ridiculous how hot that. Wow.
Yeah, actually kept it on the entire time. I respect that.
Well, I can hear things now. There's not like something blocking my earphones. Glaive tries to get a shot down toward bomb. Inside of the smoke, they all exist. He throws the Molotov, but it's slightly shallow and extinguished straight away, so Cloud9's able to push through. Automatic takes down Dupree, and the bomb will sit on the ground as a result. Still a man advantage for Cloud9. Even without the weapons to start it off due to that aggressive push, but Xyp9x has position toward Hell and a good find on the AK-47. I think he spotted just the side of Automatic toward the end of the train as well. He's got an AWP.
Remember,
Skadoodle's now picked up an AK.
This was a full eco for Cloud9. It's now a 2-on-2 where they have an AK-47 and the AWP. Kiarbi doesn't quite spot him behind the E-box there. He might do now. There it is. Oh, no, he goes down. And Automatic gets the final shot. A full eco victory for Cloud9 out of absolutely nowhere. After getting completely wrecked in the previous round. Cool as a cue gun, but there's Automatic on your screen right now. Doesn't seem fazed by that whatsoever. It's another day in the office. They rush towards E-box, and that's what a lot of teams are doing now. Especially North American teams that are just choosing a time and focusing a choke point. With the USPs, I'm actually seeing a lot of success with that particular strategy these days. Astralis won't be broken, but they certainly have been rattled as we enter round number 22 for AK-47s. Yeah, smokes, the Molotovs, the flashbangs, but it's Cloud9. We'll have pretty much the exact same buy over the AWP and a tactical timeout. A chance to calm down here.
Yeah, absolutely. A round to respond with after getting absolutely blown out by Astralis in the previous one. The gun run, some call that. But with a timeout called, they'll slow it down, and Astralis would be loving the opportunity to start things off with a win and get into the upper side of the bracket, because making it through as easily as possible would be the goal, considering they have a stand-in. Getting into the best-of-3 situations really tests their map pool, which is going to be limited due to Rubino being on board.
Yeah, coming out on top of the group is it's remarkable for what they can do in these sort of tournaments, especially when you're in Cancun. Buys you an extra bit of time.
Extra time on the beach.
A few more pina coladas.
Do you like pina coladas?
Getting caught in the rain.
Making out in the rain. I
making out in the rain, is that what it is?
I think you're right, but I like making out in the rain, so we'll go with that.
1 minute 20.
It hasn't rained yet, but if it does, I'll let you know.
It felt like it was going to yesterday.
Feels better today, despite the forecast saying otherwise. A little windy, though. Automatic. Tries to find it. Knows they're there. Spray comes through the edge of the wall. He's got to take a step back. And hold station. Holding station will put an 8 at his feet, literally right between his wickets. Probably tickled his testes a little bit. Skadoodle's going to cover him off and try and see if they push through. He'll hold the wall. The AWP has the secondary position. In fact, a flash through, so Otto's going to re-peek. Fortunately, he took a step too soon.
Well, damage done towards Massive. He said the AK-47, I thought he'd do a little bit better there, but I'll take the nade to the face and I'll have to fall back. Cloud9 still with the lead, but still anyone's game. Have a very important round after Cloud9 win a full eco. They'll be a little bit more comfortable than Astralis, but both teams on the brink of being broken financially. We'll head towards inside. Looks like that's where it's all going to finish up. 4 smokes, a few flashbangs to work with here. Another fake potentially here, maybe an outside split. We'll see how this finishes. They go towards the back tracks here. Nice shot from Automatic. Good awareness with the low HP. He'll fall back to the steps. Good spray from Tarek. And is this going to be enough? Apparently not. It looks like an Astralis round here as the bomb gets planted. There are kits available, but Skadoodle on the AWP. It's not ideal. The 3 versus 2 situation begins. Rush has hit some fantastic shots so far. Has got anything left in the tank.
Tanks are overrated because we're going to electric power soon, Henry.
Oh, really?
Good shot, Skadoodle. Glaive absolutely wrecked by it. Brings us to a 2 versus 2 as Rush does at least get Dupree off of the bomb train directly. He's tapped, or is he holding? He's not. Xipix has got his nerve with him, and he's easily able to take down Skadoodle before even looking toward the bomb. The bait never worked, and it's 11-11.
He just clutches for fun.
Sometimes it is fun.
Just gets it done every single time. Xipix toying with him there. Didn't even take the bait, the full defuse was coming in there. Well, you're never going to touch that. You haven't got the balls to do so. Waits during the peak, outplays in there. Rush completely wrecked towards the end. Xipix doing what he does best there. One of the best clutches in CSGO for sure. And we're not going to have the full investment. Oh, we pretty much are. This is all in. I take it part in Cloud9 with 3 CZs, 1 M4, a UMP, trying to maintain their lead here as we go to 11-11. They can steal this one away. Once again, they did before full USP, so you've got to feel like some confidence will be there. It's unlikely to win the round, but you never know. As we head towards inside, we've got the AWP out. Glaive and Kiabi doesn't damage. Kiabi, though, nice shot to open things up. Cracks open the site. Smoke will go down, and Skadoodle can do nothing about it. I think they might be considering saving the CZs and just waiting for exit kills.
Well, they might wait for exit kills, but unfortunately the round has slipped away and Astralis have taken back the lead. Good find from Automatic. It could yield a weapon. No, it's not, because unfortunately it's being pursued by Glaive. As I look at the mini-map. You need a mini-map of this resort. There's like 5 restaurants.
There are 6 bars and 7 restaurants.
6 bars?
Yeah.
That must include the 2 pool bars then.
Yes, it does. So they cheat a little bit, though.
I was going to say, so 2 pool bars, where I had some pina coladas. The inside lobby bar.
Yep.
The bar where they serve the tacos.
Yep.
That's 4. The
third floor.
There's a wine bar in the main lobby as well, so that's 5. And the 3rd floor bar, that's 6. You're right.
Well, there we go.
Wow. We need to drink at all of them, Henry.
I pretty much have.
Wow.
CZs and some armor here. This game's starting to fall apart for Cloud9. Kiabi with that bird's eye view of the inside bomb side. He commits towards the upper ramp, gets out there, causes havoc. Bomb goes down, and nothing Cloud9 can really do about this. Another eco. Tarek with head armor. Yeah, it begs the question why he wastes that much money on head armor. Doesn't obviously it's only 350 still, but he knows up against AKs here, and automatic goes down, everything's up. dupreeh with good spawn. He's actually been playing very well with the AWP. I always question him. I always say, like, I'm not sure it's the correct role for him, but he always plays well every single game I cast, so I guess I have to start believing at some point. As Stewie gets in a good position towards T-steps, dupreeh seems to be aware though, and will take him down no problem whatsoever.
Certainly will. He's going to wait for further companion. I was going to say company, and then I realized it was his companion, so then I tried to like make it sound French and mix the two words.
Companion. I don't think that's a French word.
Listen, it was the best I could come up with in the situation. Sometimes you got to think on your feet in this job. As Kiarby gets the shot onto Rush. Skadoodle and Tarek are the last two to remain. dupreeh, good shot. This is working out well for Astralis. They're going to find 13-11. They've got 3 to go. I don't know why at 13 I always say 3 to go, but that's just my thing apparently.
Well, there'll be another buy for Cloud9 here. No double orb setup, that's for sure. Maybe another tactical timeout. Things starting to get a bit dicey here. Remember, they've won both pistols, which are converted 3-0 on either half, one of which was a 6-0. If they lose this game, which is likely at this point, this will be a very disappointing way to kick off their tournament. Cloud9, they got rattled by losing to Deagles in the first half. They were the better team. They controlled everything, but they couldn't hold it together. 5 and 4 tip. 1 defuse skip. Full buy for Astralis, of course. Touching distance now, closing the game out.
Nade through. Won't do any damage. It's not quite close enough in terms of its blast radius. Tipix is still waiting patiently. Rest of his team's going to head off the opposite side of the map and work down Ivy. 2 players walking in, 1 op to guard them, although they're kind of standing in the way of the op, so that op couldn't really do much other than kill them to take down 1 in return. Automatic's going to wait. He's the one that's being passive in the inside of the Ivy position for Cloud9. They'll go. Smoke down right side. Isolation. Push through. Automatic wants to get above the smoke, so he's on top of the green train. Good position, but good boost. Great boost behind the box as Rubino takes out Automatic with style. Rush will wait up beside the red train and the E-box. If anyone walks through, I mean, to accompany the 3 that have gotten Ivy with the right side isolation smoke. They're going to hold up to let that smoke dissipate and potentially get eyes inside of the site, but they also have the option of taking over the back tracks and rotating around to B. That looks less likely based on the positioning now. The other 2 players coming in from A main.
They are going at least to look at the backtrack step. They'll fall back, and it's up to Rush to try and find the headshot there. Now Tarek left with the impossible task of finding multiple frags from heaven. They know exactly where he is, but he is doing damage here. Buying time for his teammate to get out of the connection. Now 20 seconds remaining. It's still on a knife's edge. Who can come out on top here? It's up to dupreeh, stopping the rotations, but Skadoodle just hoping to stay alive there. It's in the 10 seconds. This could actually all fall apart. Zipex, he'll get 1 more. dupreeh brings it into a 2 versus 1, and he'll finish things off at the same time. 2 seconds remaining. I don't think the bomb would have got down there, but they had to try and stop it. Cloud9 give up another round, 14-11, and Astralis are very comfortable now, don't they? Remember, both pistols and a 6-0 start.
For Cloud9. Yeah, Astralis, yeah, this is a game Cloud9 has lost more than Astralis have won. Give them credit for the double op setup, though, in the first half, and Rubino has looked much more comfortable this event.
He said in the little interview before that, the pre-game video.
Well, he would have more time for this.
Yeah, absolutely. And he hasn't been at the top level for...
that's a good point. That's actually a great point.
Now,
yeah,
right?
It takes a while to get your wits back.
Like you were playing
reaction
in Tier 2,
time, etc.
Like you're playing with Dignitas, like in the minors and stuff like that, in the major qualifiers. Like it wasn't world-class opposition. Now up against that, it's going to take him some time to get into a game. Throw him back into stadium events.
Well, we're at the studio, but the first one, you're right.
Yeah, like Blast,
EPL.
other Blast, EPL.
Yeah, but you're right. Even just to have your reaction time, to be anticipating, you get, I think, relaxed when you go against lesser opponents. You take it for granted.
Yeah. And
just like I take you for granted, Hank.
He was like the dad figure in that Dignitas team. He was the in-game leader for the first ever time, right? So it's a much different role. Snapping out of that back into more of a support player, I guess you can call him at this point. But 14-11, and Cloud9 took the tactical time, and they've opted not to force buy into this round. They're gonna try and... This is when we always say that, pick your poison, right? Do you force buy into this one and try and deny match point, or do you just take a partial buy and pretty much guarantee it and try and win 4 rounds in a row?
dupreeh, AWP, AW dupreeh. Not bad, right?
Not bad at all.
Oh, he's got vision. He's got aim. He's got precision, but Stewie's got his gun in his name. Glaive will back off after getting automatic. At least it gives the advantage still to Astralis, but some weaponry to work with for Cloud9.
Towards inside we go. It looks like he'll be a successful player from Astralis. Going to take some absolute heroics here. Stewie has got the AWP. Is it enough, though? He's inside. He's ready. He's willing. And his two teammates are there with him as well. It's going to be Skadoodle, but they fall back. They go towards outside of Kiabi to try and hold them a bit. Listen now for rotations, and Glaive hits a glorious headshot towards a connector. That should be it. Kiabi takes some Skadoodle. I guess he's going for a knife there. Maybe he's running for a smoke. Didn't quite catch it from his POV. Get a bit of more money for the last round, potentially. I'm not sure. But Tarek now after this, and down he goes. Round number 15 achieved, and Cloud9 need 4 in a row just to guarantee overtime. Can you just bear with me? I'll take this poncho off. It's actually...
I like the poncho, Hank. Why you gotta do that? It's beautiful. Just like my dad. He's so confused, so am I. 15-11. We'll get back underway. The AWP for Dupree. Skadoodle, he's got one on his side as well. This time the weaponry is significantly greater than it previously was for Cloud9. And it did look well. Again, you said 6-0 pistol start on the previous half, pistol start on this half. And... not to mention in all of that, in the last half, they won with just pistols. Or excuse me, in this half, to take back the economy, they won with just pistols. So you'd think that everything pointed in their way, but it's all gone wrong.
It definitely has. One round will do it now, and Astralis for the stand-in. Look to take down Cloud9. This shot could be the beginning of it all. There will be a flashbang coming through. Maybe that's a smoke. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a smoke, but we've got a player in front of it. Skadoodle has to hit this shot. He can't do it. Glaive takes him down. 5 versus 4, and that will be the cue to pounce towards the outside bomb site. The shot will be hit there by Rush. He has been in some nice ones, but that's all we'll get. Just the one. 4 versus 3 now. We are really up against the ropes. As Automatic plays in front of the E-box, he'll have to turn around, and surely he has nothing done here. He'll get the dink on towards Kiabi, but Tarek and Stewie, the last line of defense now to avoid the defeat.
Good shot. Zip picks Tarek down. The last alive is Stewie, and he's got 4 to go against inside of the smoke. There's one on his right. He won't know that. Fine. The first kill does actually realize that Rubino's there, but Rubino fittingly gets the final kill.
Oh, we got some music.
Oh.
Hey.